Boom. What's good, family? We're back. Another My 2pence. Yeah, big up, man. Make sure you're subscribed. You get me? Big up all the likers, everyone that comments and that. Let's get into it, man. Carnival. Chat about Carnival. What can I say about Carnival? Yeah, obviously I attended. You know, Carnival's Carnival, man. You get what you get. Yeah, it was a. On the whole, from what I could see, it was a chilled vibe. Obviously, there was a lot of people there, so you can't see everything. Like any event, there's gonna be clashes. You know, football, sports, concerts, anywhere where you get lots of people, there's gonna be a fight. You know, there's gonna be a couple people don't like each other, bit of argy-bargy. But I don't know if it's anything out of the ordinary for like large gatherings. And I think considering that there was about 2 million people, they say, I think that, yeah, most people were well behaved. Do you know what I mean? And the vibe was decent. It's funny though, yeah, because I'm seeing that a lot of, what do you want to call them, far right speakers, they keep highlighting the activities that go on in Carnival. And do you know what? For a minute, maybe I was slightly swept up or not really paying attention, but then it dawned on me, yeah? So what I decided to do is I'm going to make a compilation of activities that go on in the holiday islands, yeah?
To put the spin on it, if that was a male doing what she done, I don't think the video would have got as much attention because a male would be classed as a legend, and that's just the sorry to say how it is.
Ibiza, Napa, Magaluf, Benidorm, Cos, Zante, all these places, right? I'm going to make a compilation and I'm going to label it as Notting Hill. Because what I realize is anything that you see that goes on in Notting Hill Carnival goes on when the English travel abroad and go to any holiday destination where there's music and partying. So basically their version of a festival, right? And it's a madness. People throwing up, wild activities going on in public, violence, the lot. All of it's going down. But for some reason, when it's like the Black, Caribbean, African community or whatever, or when it's centered around Caribbean music, now we can frame it as being like Sodom and Gomorrah compared to how everyone else is. And I just think that ain't really fair. It's not fair. And it's like kind of hypocritical. Because when your youngsters go abroad and go out and link up, they're on a mad thing. And when the high street and the town centre was popping as a place to go on the weekend, every weekend it was fights. Every weekend it's fights. Go up Essex, every weekend it's fights and screaming and madness going on. So I don't know, man. I think Notting Hill Carnival is an easy target. Secondly, like, 2 years ago I did a live podcast, Speakonomics live podcast, and I held it in Ladbroke Grove. And one of the subjects was about the Caribbean community being or expressing, some members of the Caribbean community expressing unhappiness about there being any music other than soca or calypso, well, soca played on the processions, on the floats, so to speak, right?
Should Carnival be for all black people or specifically Caribbean focused? Tell me something now.
No, Carnival's being hijacked. There's Nah, like, what was Carnival originally meant for? And why are we getting ourselves so far away from it? To be honest, personally, I don't mind, but if we're gonna be real, like, I'm hearing acid house, I'm hearing all types of things, and then, what's it, Afrobeats and stuff now? I'm like, what's that to do with the Caribbean? Now, can you not have your own carnival? Like, why?
Can I interject?
People have to mind my business.
I feel like there's a very much a anti-African underlying thing that is actually people's issues, and they're not being honest.
Real, they're not being
no,
real.
they're not. Because the thing is, even before Afrobeats really kind of took off, look how many house sections there were in Carnival.
100%.
No one complained.
No one complained. Garage, all of it.
Jungle,
drum and bass. No one complained. Salsa, no one complained. The minute there's that piano sound, everybody's complaining about it. It's mad.
And you know me, I was doing my journalistic or my host duties of keeping it like kind of active. It was a bit of a lull. So I must have said to them, right, you know, soca's rubbish.
Listen, man, like, I agree, like, the floats should just be soca and calypso all the way, and then the side streets, everyone joining Afrobeats, all of that. Leave the floats alone, man. Leave the calypso and the soca.
Like, I'm saying, yeah, obviously, if it was just calypso and soca, it'd be boring, because soca's rubbish. Soca is so rubbish. Yeah, sorry, like, cover your ears if you love soca. It's so rubbish. I personally would not be attending Carnival if it was just soca and calypso, and I think half the Caribbeans wouldn't either.
If Carnival is supposed to be about soca and calypso, there shouldn't be any dancehall then.
Listen.
So can we really decide what we're saying? And this is what I'm going to say. I just feel like there's a very anti-African movement going on with regards to it. I'm just saying it straight.
Listen,
Personally, I don't really fuck with soca. Like, you get me? I don't fuck with soca. It's just not my music. I just don't like it. Do you know what I mean? But I was like kind of, you know, being cheeky and trying to get a reaction from the crowd so that they can, you know, put their hands up and comment whatever. That clip's been used a couple times and it's gone viral a couple times. And I get a lot of like, rah, this guy's mad rude, rare. How could he say soca's rubbish? Don't come Carnival. And I feel like just because you don't like a certain genre of music and you feel free to express it, doesn't mean that you have a disdain or dislike for other people's culture or way of life or what their carnival represents. I just want to make that clear on record. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though I don't like soca, I'm not against people that do like soca. I don't like Afrobeats, I'm not against people that do like Afrobeats. That's just me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like K-pop. There's lots of genres of music that I'm not really interested in and I don't like. They don't do anything for me. I don't listen to them recreationally. Shouldn't be a problem. We need to get used to people not liking stuff that we like and stop acting like soca's more important than a human. It's not more important than a human. So you shouldn't throw away a human just because they don't like a certain genre of music. Like someone don't like hip-hop. You don't like hip-hop. You're so rude. You're so disgusting. How could he say that? Man, shush, man. Like, grow thicker skin. Because there's people that like a lot more about us than our music genres or our favourite music. Trust me. So don't you worry. Whether I like soca or not, yeah, the racists don't care. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. That being said, there was a young brother who did a post and he was talking about the difference between Carnival and Carnie. Yeah, and yeah, hopefully I can find that post because I'm not on Instagram. That's a whole different story. But yeah, the difference between Carnival and Carnie, and he started talking about Carnians or something, which is people that are on the Carnie side, which is like debauchery and British culture, and I don't know, man. He was just chatting shit.
Whether we like it or not, the 2022 term Carnie is not going anywhere. The common rebuttal, Notting Hill Carnival, not Carnie, makes sense at first glance, but on reflection, the two aren't comparable. They shouldn't even be placed in the same sentence. The only thing they share is geography. Notting Hill Carnival is rooted in Caribbean culture and history. It encompasses, but not limited to, steel pan, masquerade, jab jab, children's day, soca, calypso, floats, bands. It is heritage, resistance, and celebration. By contrast, Carnie has come to represent something entirely different. balloons, British popular culture and degradation. For example, the viral video this year of a woman performing a sexual act on Children's Day was labelled as Carnie. From what is consistently associated with Carnie, it appears to be less of an abbreviation of carnival and closer associated with carnal. It represents indulgence stripped of history, substance or culture. Looking ahead, one or two outcomes seem likely. Either Carnie will fade into irrelevance as millennials and Gen Z age out of it, or it will be pushed away from the streets of Notting Hill altogether, perhaps into a park. After all, there is nothing about Carnie that needs to be on the streets of Notting Hill. We can literally get them to form a band called Carnians and they can balloon to Hyde Park. The irony is that many Carnians are quick to criticise, claiming that soca is dead, yet Carnie is wholly dependent on Notting Hill Carnival for its survival. It has no culture, no music of its own, no history, no deeper meaning. It is parasitic, feeding off the visibility and infrastructure of Carnival while simultaneously degrading the traditions that built it. On the other hand, Notting Hill Carnival is independent of Carnie. It existed before and will continue to thrive without it. Carnival is the living legacy of Caribbean resistance and creativity. Carnie, by contrast, is hollow, the offspring of Babylon.
Freaky time. Yeah. People, oh yeah, remember the culture of Carnival. You forget the culture of Carnival. I like I said in a post, why are people acting like they're Fred Hampton or Sojourner Truth or fucking Rosa Parks or some shit because they've gone to Carnival? You feel like you feel like that's some civil rights movement. You feel like you're fighting some kind of political cause when it's what skin up, jump, like drink till you're drunk, drink till you're blind. Don't remember who you're wine with. What's that? Yeah, the original sentiments may come back from, in the slavery times there was a certain set of people that weren't allowed to take part in a certain ritual. Let's be real, bacchanal. And so they decided to make their own mock version. Do you know what I mean? And dress up and do all of this. And people thought they were demonic, so they decided to take the piss and put horns on and stuff. I don't know. Each to their own. Like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect people's thing, but miss me with the whole self-righteous, like this is some black power movement and rare, because really and truly, you know what I mean? Carnival is carnal in nature. Yeah. So there might be like a moral backstory to why people took part of the first carnival in Trinidad and da. And yeah, it's great. I'm not disrespecting it. But what's going on right now is a freak fest. Like, let's be real. It's a freak fest. So shush. Do you know what I mean? Shush. Miss me with the whole fucking Harriet Tubman speech. Like you're freeing slaves and all that. Like, yeah, cool. When it's time for some real revolutionary action and some freeing of people and that, holler at me, I'm down. Do you know what I mean? But don't try and, because he don't like soca, then he's disrespecting Carnival, and Carnival represents the black people's struggle and their emancipation from slavery. And first of all, that's not even what Notting Hill Carnival is about. Ain't even about that either, so shush. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Each to their own. Big up the Carnival Massive. Big up the Soca Gang. Do you know what I mean? I love Calypso. I don't even know why people try to add Calypso to it. I like Calypso. Calypso is dope. Calypso has revolutionary undertones. It has space for consciousness, just like hip-hop. There's so much fuckery in hip-hop, but hip-hop has space for consciousness. I don't really align with music that doesn't explore consciousness, awareness. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's why Afrobeats don't really do it for me, because I ain't really heard enough consciousness in it. Do you know what I mean? And where they're like heavily borrowing from their Caribbean brothers, they should borrow from the reggae element and spit some fucking, you know what I mean? Give us some, like, trust me, man, I want to hear that in the Afrobeats form. I want to hear that. But, you know, like Peter Tosh said, get down, shake your fucking booty, darling, I love you. And man ain't giving no praise to the creator that made the sun, the moon, and the bomber clock stars. Do you know what I mean? So I like rebel music. I called it struggle music in the post, but I like rebellious music and music that's about, you know, fuck the system. So I get that doing Carnival, performing Carnival in a certain way was saying, well, we don't need your thing. We're going to do our own thing. I get that, and that's a beautiful thing. But, yeah. Notting Hill Carnival on a whole is a street party. You know what I mean? With a history of, with some form of political history or political spark that started it. But it's a street party, and my belief is majority of the people that go to Carnival don't follow floats or processions. They don't go to hear the soca. They don't. That's my view. Growing up in London and been to countless more carnivals than I can count from I was a youth man, I don't know many people that went for... And I know, look, when you go there and you see them rolling, there's bare people following the floats and rare. But when you walk around the rest of the carnival, you realise there's more people everywhere else. More people finding different sound systems and rare and eating food. They're everywhere else. Do you know what I mean? And even the carnival people that were in their procession clothes or in their outfits and that, they're now at the sound systems jumping up to drum and bass. Going black to Dizzy Rascal or Busy Signal that's come down. Or who else did I see? You know what I mean? There was a few artists that I saw that come down. Big them up. You know what I mean? Big up man like Ross Clark, Usain Bolt. He came down, came to Paris, came to Rampage. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see him following the soca float. I don't know whether he should have or not. If he really wanted to participate in Carnival, true Carnival, the real Carnival. The rest of you lot can stay home. Stay home if you don't like soca. That's what the edicts are telling me. How dumb is that? Nah, just obviously, like, yeah, I don't like soca, bruv. And I walk down the main strip and behind a couple floats, and as you do, trying to cut through and that. And the people are having a great time, enjoying themselves, dancing, and doing what they do. It's just I don't really feel the music. It's not really that. You get me? I know they got a thing called Soca Bashment. That might be, or Bashment Soca? Soca Bashment? It's one of the two. Yeah, they got a thing like, and obviously that goes by the name. It's a little bit more like dancehall. Do you know what I mean? I think I fuck with that a bit more.
I like Jab.
Jab. Yeah. Big up the music though, and big up the people, man. I don't want there to be no division between us just because I don't like soca. Maybe there'll be a couple soca tunes that you lot can bust me on, and I can be like, yo, this is sick. Yeah, this tune's sick. This tune's sick. Do you know what I mean? But as a whole, I just said that statement because we was having that conversation, and I wanted to see people's reaction. But it seems like it's taken a life of its own, and the young light-skinned fella with the afro decided to use my picture as a carnivalian or what, a Carnian. It's a Carnian. I don't even know what that means. And like talking about the kid, Carnie is the child of Babylon. And listen, we can go deep in it because, like I said, that's when we start getting righteous and saying Carnival's some righteous thing and Carnie is some debauched. But like you got to be honest about the culture that you're actually representing. You got to be honest. So Carnival is a sexually charged motherfucker, man. Like, what we do? Why are we playing games? Chatting rubbish. Why do you think all the man them want to go Carnival? Say, yeah, I want to go Trinity Carnival one day, rare. You think they're going for the pilgrimage of their forefathers, or they're going because they seen some hot gal in some tiny outfits moving mad? And they want in on that. They want to be there. It's sexual. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it not? Like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Carnival, Carnie. I'm not here to fight against what people want to do. If you want to make Carnival represent its foundations more, then push for that and do so, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? But you have to recognise that because it's in London, it's not in Trinidad, or it's not in Grenada, it's because it's in Notting Hill, in London, in a integrated, mixed environment. So is the experience going to be integrated and mixed, and do you know what I mean? And as time goes on, obviously it evolves. I think what you should be fighting for, if you want to fight for Carnival, is stop them locking it off at 7 o'clock. If you want to fight for something, stop them locking it off at 7 o'clock. Get me? Get them to lock it off at 9. If you want to fight for something, let them lock Carnival off at 9. Woo! Woo! Do you know what I mean? Because you want a couple evening hours to skank as well. But get me? Because what Carnival used to be was like all overnight, going on. So bring that back. Get me? Bring that back. Because get me? Stop getting sponsored by Hennessy and Red Stripe and Sony or whoever. Stop getting sponsored by these companies that come to feed off your culture. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But I just feel like it's cool to sell out to multinational conglomerates. But then, yeah, we're going to have an issue if someone plays a bit of Afrobeats or whatever. I don't even like Afrobeats, but what are you so vexed for? Like, come on, man. Next man telling me in the comments, yeah, you sold us. It's people like you that sold us into slavery. Because I don't like soca. Because I said soca's rubbish. My God. That's crazy. That's a sellout mentality. You lot picking music genres over groups of people. That's crazy. That's crazy. I dash hip-hop away to save, you get me, for some Trinidadians that I've never met. I'd fuck hip-hop then, if that's what it is. If it's gonna, you lot trying to, if a man don't like soca, fuck him. If they're not into Anyway, man, big up. That was funny. Yeah, I was gonna go into the stats of Carnival and all that, but who gives a fuck, man? People get arrested. A couple people got arrested. Do you know what I mean? And so on and so forth. These breakdowns of the crimes and what happens, it's funny because they don't do that often, like in such detail for other events. They should just, you know what I mean? I don't know. And then the more quieter statistic is that it was it's basically a calmer Carnival than last year or whatever. It's basically an improvement. So they should more speak about that than speak about the so-called negatives. Boom! Lil Nas X. Why are you looking around like that?
Waiting to hear what happens next.
You looking like, why are they talking about your brethren or something? What's going on? Huh? Is that what you playing in your earphones?
No.
Okay. Just doing a bit of emails, listening to some little man. Yeah, Lil Nas X arrested. He was seen walking down the street wearing just some pants and some boots.
Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I'm gonna throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem?
Now, I thought, to be honest, that seems like it was in brand with what he's about. I don't think there was nothing strange about that, but apparently he was chatting poop to himself and doing all kinds of madness, and then I think they tried to arrest him and he assaulted an officer or something happened and he's had to pay bail. They've had to pay bail to get him out or whatever. So it's like he's having one of them freakouts.
What happened after this is police were called to the scene just before 6 a.m. that morning, and when officers arrived, apparently Lil Nas X charged at them, which led to some type of scuffle and he got arrested. Before they took him into custody though, they suspected a possible overdose, and that's when he was rushed to the hospital. A few hours later, he got released from the hospital and was booked into jail on misdemeanor charges, including battery on a police officer. But since then, things have escalated. Lil Nas X is now facing 4 different felony charges, and if he's convicted, he could be looking at up to 5 years in state prison. Nas ended up spending a few nights in jail before pleading pleading not guilty in front of a judge. Just the other day, he was released on a $75,000 bond while this case continues to play out. Before this happened, Lil Nas X had already raised eyebrows online. After being MIA on social media for a while, he suddenly came back posting a flood of random content in abundance on Instagram with some cryptic captions. So a lot of people are wondering, what headspace was he really in? The day of this incident, by the way, surveillance cameras actually caught him at the Shore Stories Hotel in Los Angeles, a place where he wasn't a guest. At around 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, he was seen walking around the courtyard, fully dressed in jeans, boots, a button-up shirt, and a cowboy hat. He wandered aimlessly, grabbed a glass of water from the lobby, and eventually sat on a bench where he removed his shirt. And from there, things eventually escalated to what we just spoke about. This entire moment hit the headlines hard, especially because of how public it was. I mean, when you have a possible overdose tied to your name and you're a Grammy-winning artist, obviously that's gonna grab everyone's attention. So a lot of people have been, speculating if he was on drugs, which obviously that's not a path that I want to go down, because at the end of the day, that's not the point of this video. But I do want to mention that his lawyer has already pushed back on those claims, insisting that, that wasn't the case in this situation. And honestly, that's why I think it's more important to kind of look at the bigger picture, because when you do, you realize that, this is not the first struggle that Nas has been through, and that's kind of been connected to his story. And it's not just him either we're talking about. We're even talking about some stuff in his family background, right, which plays a part in his story. Nas himself has spoken about how his mother has battled addiction her whole life, which is something he addressed after he blew up. After his success, people spotted his mom out on the streets begging for money, and he ended up getting a lot of backlash for it. People questioned how he could be so successful while his own mother was struggling. But Nas made it clear that he tried to help her, I'm assuming with rehab, but ultimately she couldn't stick with it. In his own words, "I never really talk about my mom. She's an addict, so we don't have the closest relationship." And it's not the only struggle he's had to face. Back in April, he posted a video from a hospital bed showing that he had suddenly lost control of the right side of his face. In the clip, he tried to smile but couldn't, saying, "This is me doing a full smile right now, bro. I can't even laugh right now." People immediately started worrying about him, but he kept his usual humor about it. He reassured people that he was okay, even joking, saying, "Stop being sad, shake your ass for me instead," which definitely sounds like Lil Nas X, right? Now, doctors never really said what caused it, but a lot of people online thought it might have been Bell's palsy or Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which both are temporary nerve conditions that can pop up from stress or infections. Justin Bieber actually had the same thing a few years back and even had to cancel shows because of it. Even while he was recovering, Lil Nas X tried to stay positive, telling people he'd just look funny for a little bit and that he'd be fine.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, because he's dabbling and doing lots of stuff. Do you know what I mean? All this demonic kind of shit that he's playing with people's religions and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised something has touched him, or who knows. This is an interesting story. I don't really know much about it. I saw the clip of him bopping down the street, and I see some next thing to say that he was arrested and then bailed. So I don't know about it. Hopefully I find one or two articles, video clips or whatever. I'll put them up to inform you, and I'll learn along the way. But I just wanted to say that I ain't even surprised. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's doing a lot. I ain't even surprised. Lil Nas X, everyone. AKA Maverick on the ones and twos, his friend. Raja Jackson. Raja Jackson, who is the son of Rampage Jackson. I think Curtis Rampage Jackson. That's his name, full name. Yeah, Raja Jackson, his son. Now, these two have been, lately they've been streaming, doing live streams and that, and getting a lot of attention. Their names have been building up doing the live streams. Raja went to do a live stream at a pro wrestling event, and backstage in the chill out area or whatever, a wrestler basically tried to smash a can over his head, thinking he was like a fellow wrestler, and because there was a camera there, thinking that it was like, this is our like improv acting kind of thing. This is the claim. And he tried to smash the can over his head. Raja Jackson didn't like that and was like, "Yo, well, go on." Someone told him, "Yo, he's not a wrestler." And the guy did something like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man," kind of thing. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, Raja was told that he'd be able to get revenge on the wrestler during the match, and they'd arrange for him to sneak into jump into the ring mid-fight and like do a little thing. So I don't know what he thought they meant by that, being that it's like, a fake wrestling thing. But he's gone in there, he was giving the word while the guy was fighting. He's gone in there, picked the guy up, slammed the guy down, knocked the guy out, jumped on top of him, and just pummeled him with probably about 10 to 15 shots. Pummeled him, ground and pound, pummeled. Pop, 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 pop. Punch him man up.
So he's just supposed to do a simple wrestling skit. He was just supposed to body slam the guy in front of him and pull some of his punches. So you can see he slams him down and instantly knocks out the guy, and instead of pulling his punches, he just starts knocking him out, throwing haymakers non-stop until the guy starts bleeding. And you can see the wrestlers behind, they're shocked. I'm not too sure whether this is part of the entertainment. Look at the guy at the back. They just all start coming up, grabbing him, pulling him away from the knocked out wrestler. You can see it's like bleeding from the corner of his head. Yeah, so it's a really shocking scene to see. Yeah, they had to crowd him and pin him into the corner just to stop him. And it seems like the only reason why he went all out on the wrestler was because the same wrestler made fun of him earlier on. Here's the clip.
What, you don't know me? Hell no. Yeah. Hey, hey, I think that's a little... Oh, you don't sell it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down. Yeah, what the fuck was that? You're good. What the fuck was that? You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro. What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro. Oh, sorry. Nah, I will fuck him up, bro. I know you will. We're good. I will fuck.
But it turns out that the dude fully apologized after the confrontation and even asked Raja if he would like a fake angle in the wrestling match.
I apologize. I appreciate it. I didn't know. I thought you were camera. I get it. We're gonna work it out. Well, he's gonna come out on your matches. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working. I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your match so we could fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Alright.
And the reason why he suddenly acted out was because he was tired of everyone treating him like shit.
Everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Now, Raja is banned on kick, but it seems like the kick ban might be the least of his worries.
Not that, and I don't know what they said. The guy's had some injuries. Yeah, mate, could you tell me the injuries, please, while we're here? Raja Jackson, wrestler injuries. Apparently, they're saying it was life-threatening, or the guy. I don't know if the guy's in a coma or whatever, but yeah, I don't even know if this Raja's been arrested, but it was I watched it for the first time yesterday. I was like, yo, okay, like he F man up proper, like proper whack man up, like not no joke thing. He smashed man up proper, like I don't know how much of the video I can show here. I'm not sure. I'll try to show a blurred version or whatever, but yeah, gave man the slammer-rooney and the ground and pound Rooney. It was mad. What's it saying, Mav?
It's not saying it exactly. I'm having to go through so many different. You have to accept the sign into the thing, but they're saying he had to receive immediate CPR after the alleged attack. So whatever it was something. He's in a critical condition.
Yeah, that's bad.
Stable but critical.
Stable but critical. But it's not detailing his injuries.
Nah, she's talking about the fight.
Yeah, he smashed man up, bruv. Like, it was disgusting. That's nasty. He put in, and I'm like, what's going through your head? Like, have you ever blacked out? You ever blacked out? Nah.
Not really, no.
Nah, I don't think you have. It's so intoxicating. But like, a part of you must know you should stop.
Or from that point, and then
bro, you got an unconscious man just laying there, and bam, bam, and obviously this guy's a fighter. He's Rampage Jackson, the MMA's son, and he's done MMA himself. He's a fighter, bro. I think he might be semi-professional pro, which would make it like an extremely illegal thing. When you're professional, whatever, trained
to then be fighting.
Yeah, and because the guy is not a fighter, the guy is like a fake wrestler, a big dude though. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Pick man up, from kind of like behind and just slammed the man. You can see when the guy landed like that, bam, no resistance, just like that, boom, out. Mama just jumped on top of him and just started going to town. Like I said, pummeling. That's the only word I could put in its place. It's crazy. If you see the footage, it's nuts, bro. Yeah, that red mist, that evil little whisper in your ear that said, you know what, just fuck it. Because in your head, you must have thought, from you knocked him out, I feel like you should have just allowed it. Because even then, you went over the top. From you picked man up and threw man on the floor, obviously you've not done it in the wrestling style. So my man's actually hit his head on the canvas and gone unconscious. That's enough. But for you to jump on him, people are saying, oh yeah, he should be sent to jail for life. That's attempted murder. And I'm not going to lie, I think that is kind of attempted murder. Because, are you looking at the footage? And that's why your face is like that. He's smashing man up, innit?
Not even going slow.
Like, exactly. How many shots did I say? 15, right? 10 to 15 shots. I think I'm right, bruv.
That's insane.
All because the guy thought he was a wrestler and done some little dumb thing where he tried to like smash this can of juice on his head, this can of beer on his head, whatever.
Like a tin can.
Yeah. And he shook man's hand as well.
Yeah. He shook his hand, and then immediately, it cuts to the clip.
So it shows the handshake, yeah. Oh, so it shows what the guy done to him.
Yeah. It shows that, and then shows the critical condition.
Mad.
Goes to him just getting.
It's mad. So I don't know. This guy's a MMA fighter himself. They're saying he's tarnished his career. His career's done. Don't know if he's been arrested. Can you see if he's been arrested? I should do better research. My bad, family. I just seen this story yesterday though, like last night, and I know it's been around, but yeah, I've been busy. But yeah, let me know, family, what you lot think about that, because that was a mad one.
They're saying attempted murder.
Yeah, but has he been arrested? Remember, your hands are fisted. If you're a professional fighter, I think your fists are lethal weapons.
Oh, he's not arrested yet or in jail yet.
Oh, right.
They're asking why is he not.
Wow.
Induced and.
Yeah, all I'm saying, this guy's, if he lives and survives, he's about to be rich. Not that that's a consolation, because I think he's gonna have issues forever. You don't get a beat down like that and just walk away from it and it's like all good. Like, it's a beat down, bro. I've never ever been hit like that, and I never want to be. That's horrible, because you could expect to die. Like, if you heard that the guy died, you wouldn't be like, oh my god, what? He died from that? You'd be like, oh, fairs. Innit? Like, you know what I mean? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's under investigation, but it remains unclear whether Raja Jackson is facing any charges at this time.
Mad.
The lack of immediate legal action has sparked outrage online.
Yeah, it is kind of outrageous. It is kind of outrageous. But, I mean, I'm not calling for no one to get nicked. I have to keep saying that on this show. I'm never celebrating for no one to get arrested. It is what it is. If you got money and... I don't know. I feel like he needs to pay the man compensation and the man's family compensation as standard. That's it. That's all you can do. That was out of order, though. Do you know what I mean? That was fucking out of order. Russian kids from 8 upwards can enroll in military summer camps where they are taught to fight, use weapons, including live ammunition and hand grenades, and military fitness.
Now, children as young as 8, believe it or not, are being trained like soldiers in Russia. This is what's been happening. Camouflage uniforms, real weapons, and also hand grenade drills. Now, this is not a playground, but it's actually a military-style camp that suggests the age of innocence could be lost. Now, a total of 83 children in the age group of anywhere from 8 till 17 took part. They ran, they crawled, and marched under the guidance of military instructors, some of them veterans of the war in Ukraine. The camp is being run by the Cossack group in the Rostov region, close to the border with Ukraine. The organizers have said that it builds discipline and patriotism, but critics are calling this indoctrination.
This route march helped me to test my limits. It allowed me to find out how strong my willpower is.
Why I am here? It's because I want to tie my future with military service. I want to serve my country and be loyal to my cause till the very end.
And amongst the instructors, the soldiers wounded in Ukraine now pass their combat experience on to the children. The parents also were there to oversee their children getting trained by the Russian soldiers with actually live arms. Now, the parents also took part in some parts of the training. They cooked and assisted the instructors. For them, this is about shaping children into loyal Russian citizens.
Here, we accompany our children and help the instructors with whatever we can, including in the kitchen. It is a big and close-knit team. It is very interesting to be here. The program keeps children busy every day. They feel tired in the evening, but still very happy about everything what is going on here. When asked whether they were going to give up, they shout, "No way." They start another day with new strength, do physical exercise.
My daughter liked it. She enjoyed it from the very beginning, and now even more so. It was hard to run for her, although she took the dancing lessons and things like that. To run as part of a team and not to let her mates down. This is what she likes.
The officials say that the aim is to raise some strong, patriotic youth. Children here say that it gives them purpose, but rights groups have warned that teaching children to use weapons and military tactics could be dangerous. They argue that it normalizes war instead of protecting children from it. On the banks of the Don, these children are being prepared for a future in uniform. For some, it looks like a game, but for others, it's already the mission of their life.
And I'm like, yeah. Why are our kids not doing it? Why weren't we made to do that? I would have loved that at 8. That would have been sick. The thing with camps and kids in England, though, is that they like to bum them too much. Do you know what I mean? There'd be pedos loitering everywhere. But apart from that, it'd be sick. Yeah, when you're 8, you do a summer camp or whatever, you learn all this stuff, and then you come back again when you're like 13. You know what I mean? Because now that's the adolescence one. You do some next shit, and then again at 16 or 18. These coming of age type of things for boys and girls to find themselves, learn stuff, learn survival skills, basic stuff, you know, fighting. That's amazing, man. I think that's sick. I'm not gonna lie, big up Russia for that. I just think that's fucking sick. And I think we should all be preparing our children for life. And it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. Because there'll be all kinds of arguments about, but what's the kid need to do this and do that? Whatever. It's better that they're over prepared than under prepared. Yeah? You've never turned up to a job and thought, oh fuck, I brought way too much equipment. You get me? It's always fuck, I forgot this. You get me? I didn't bring that, I needed this. So, yeah, the same with children, man. Prepare them for all kinds of circumstances, all kinds of situations. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, because kids nowadays, they lost their way. They lost their way. The adults have lost their way, so the kids have definitely lost their way. Do you know what I mean? So anything that helps to focus their minds and give them essential skills of survival, I'm for it, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm for it. Yeah, big up Russia, as I said. Yeah, reality star Vicky Patterson shocks the world by allowing a dog to lick in her mouth. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not going to state the obvious. Well, maybe I am. We're not that shocked. Yeah? Like, now, close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm going to make sure there's no picture of Vicky Patterson up here. Yeah? Close your eyes. Alright, Maverick, close your eyes. It's closed? Alright, cool. Now, Vicky Patterson lets a dog lick her mouth. What do you see? Describe who you see.
I think it's bad. I don't even know what she looks like.
Yeah. Describe what came to your mind.
Probably the mouth.
Yeah, of who? Describe the woman that the mouth belongs to.
Like probably a blonde, middle-aged white woman.
Racism. Racism.
What do you mean?
Racism.
I don't know. That's what I assume.
Why? Why not a black with locks?
I haven't personally seen that. I don't think I have any history of seeing that.
There's no reference points
No.
to that. Maverick is being racist. Me personally, I just feel like anyone could do that. I'm sure. Listen, if you're a white person, if you're a black person, a black individual, a melanated individual that allows their canine to show, to give them displays of affection orally. Comment. Let us know in the comments if you know a black person that lets their dog lick their face and their mouth, especially their mouth and in their mouth. Let me know in the comments. Now I'm gonna say personally, they exist, but I don't know who they are, and we need to it's kind of important to find out who they are. In a way, not on a snitching thing, but I think we should have a little register, a database of black people who let dogs lick their mouth. Black people who let... don't make an acronym. Yo! Black dog mouth lickers. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, man. You know, sons and daughters of Europe, they love them some pets, bro. They love the shit out of them pets. Yeah, white folks, you lot proper love pets. You do. You're sincere. You know what I mean? Like me as a Nigerian, I say I love pets, but I also could tell a pet fuck off tomorrow. Like not even now. My pet could do something now that would make me delete the pet instantly. Like you're cut off, boom, and I wake up tomorrow and I'll be like, I miss my pet, but life goes on, kind of thing. And you get me? White folks be getting tattoos of their pet, fucking taxidermy their pet, keep their pet like in the corner, all fucking embalmed and that. Like, just like, scary shit. But yeah, you love animals, man. You love animals and you hunt animals for no reason as well. It's mad. We all do it, but like, yeah. I don't know. We need to love humans as much as we love animals. But yeah, don't let dogs lick in your mouth because you can develop. I remember seeing one thing, this woman, she fell into a coma and died. You can get sepsis and all kinds of things. There's bacteria that enter your system that could kill you. Rot off your limbs, limb by limb, digit by digit, necrosis and all these type of situations.
I think it's how she expresses her love.
I'm fine with it. I've never heard of anyone getting a disease from their dog, so.
I just think it's gross, and if maybe they ate poop or something, and they're always in the dirt.
Dog licks. Some people love them, some people hate them. But are they safe? Dogs lick for a variety of reasons. It's one of the ways dogs communicate with one another. Dogs are very scent-oriented. Their owners may have a certain scent or taste that is familiar, which is very calming for them. They also lick to get attention. For healthy people, contact with dog saliva on human skin is extremely unlikely to cause problems. There is very little absorption through the skin. However, dog saliva and pathogens are more easily absorbed by mucous membranes in the nose, mouth, and eyes, which could lead to infection. There are many types of bacteria in a dog's mouth, some of which is zoonotic. Zoonotic bacteria is bacteria that animals can pass to humans and cause disease. Common zoonotic bacteria are Clostridium, E. coli, Salmonella, and Campylobacter, which tend to cause severe gastrointestinal disease in humans. A person can come in contact with zoonotic bacteria in two ways: when a dog licks a person's nose, mouth, or eyes, or if a dog licks a person and this individual does not wash his or her hands before touching the nose, mouth, or eyes. This is known as the fecal oral route. The parasite is excreted in the feces of the animal, and the person unknowingly has oral contact with the fecal matter. To prevent infection from your dog, you should wash your hands after touching your pet, avoid being licked on the face, and keep your pet in a clean, well-maintained environment. Also, make sure your dog is under the care of a veterinarian who can prescribe appropriate parasite prevention treatment. People with compromised or underdeveloped immune systems should take greater care to avoid their dog's mouth, because there is a higher likelihood of developing infection or contracting disease from dog licks. And as far as saying that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth, depending on what dogs are licking, the bacterial component of their saliva will change. The next time your dog tries to lick your face, think about where its mouth has been.
It ain't like, I love my dog to bits. She's never, her time, well, she's probably like, caught me off guard and licked my face off guard once before. Like, I can't say that ain't never happened, but she wouldn't even attempt. I could put my face so close to this dog. All she'd do is sniff. She's like, you get me? She'd sniff my face. She wouldn't attempt to lick my face. She'd attempt to lick my elbow. She knows the elbow's cool. When I'm sitting on the chair and she wants to get my attention, she will lick my elbow. I'm like, get off. Do you know what I mean? But in the mouth, like you lot are French kissing, like, and you're like, dogs eat. Well, I'm gonna say dogs eat doo-doo, but so does people. If you're one of them people that eat doo-doo, put your comment down there. Yo, don't let your dog lick your mouth, man. And don't be surprised. And Maverick's racist. That's all we're taking from that story. Because Maverick envisions a white person, a white woman, blonde hair.
I'm saying that off of my personal experience, though.
Because you've seen a lot of white people.
Yeah. I've seen white people.
I didn't even finish the story. I didn't even finish the question. Just yeah.
I've seen white people actually allow a dog to lick them in the mouth.
Yeah.
More than I've ever seen any other.
It's really cute. Oh, he loves me. Look. And I'm like, no! No, man.
I've never seen it from anyone else.
No. That's the same people that drink from pub glasses. Got you thinking now, what, there's something wrong with drinking from pub glasses? Yes, there is. Yes. So if you drink from pub glasses, put a comment down below. Let us know, man. You're a pub glass drinker. Dirty. Might as well lips at Alsatian. Random Alsatian on the roads. A woman quits her job on day one after being told to discriminate against black sounding names. Why am I going through this story? I don't know. I'm not going to shock any of you lot. I ain't going to surprise none of you lot. The open-minded and the empathetic will realise that there is a subtle, veiled existence of prejudice in our society, and it manifests in certain ways. You know what I mean? Your name can be discriminated against. Your place of birth can be, your postcode can be discriminated against. Do you know what I mean? The way you look, your face. Do you know what I mean? Your political allegiances, your religious beliefs, your gender, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And people can, like, you know, enforce policies, hidden policies that you might not even be aware of. So you might not know that you've been screened out because your name is whatever your name is and it's not English. You might not know that. But it doesn't mean it's not real and it don't happen. And I want people to think about that, because I think there's some people that possibly, unbeknownst to themselves, can supersede these type of prejudices, you know, because you hear the voice and you think, okay, they don't sound like something I want to be prejudiced against. I've seen the name. That doesn't look like a name of somebody I want to be prejudiced against. Oh, I've seen the area they live in. That doesn't... So then you might tick more boxes. So by the time you're in front of the person, or by the time you've made it through whatever selection process, it's too late to discriminate against you. and you might not realize that discrimination exists because you just fly through. And just spare a thought for like Okinwali and that. You get me? Babatunde and Patel and Rajit and Sakdeep and you get Punjita. Something wrong. I'm just gonna get you eventually. Oh, I knew I was gonna get you eventually, bruh. He was just like, fighting it. But yeah, there's the man them and the sisters them that's got their deep, like, you know, ethnic names that people wanna, you know, me myself, I've experienced that, and family members and myself, we've experienced these things. So, man, just to highlight that it happens. Big up to the sister that says she ain't doing the job either. Big up to her, man. More people like you, you know what I mean? And you snitched, you whistleblowed. Big up to you, yeah? If you didn't have any other means of employment before you quit, I'm not too rating it because got money have to make. Do you know what I mean? Nah, but jokes aside, nah, big up, man. That's integrity right there. Yeah? That's integrity. Alright, what else? Have I got any more stories? Man, I need more stories. To be honest, man, I don't know what they've done with my Instagram, but it seems like my Instagram's gone. Do you know what I mean? I've had that Instagram for about 14, 15 years. It's the only Instagram I've had. And it seems like it's gone. And they ain't giving me a reason why. They just said that I'm not, my accounts don't comply with the community guidelines. They ain't told me what I've breached or whatever. I've not posted anything controversial. In fact, I've been very lemon and herb recently in terms of what I'm posting on there. I've been towing the line well, so I couldn't imagine. But a strange thing happened maybe a week ago. Maybe like a week ago, a post from like 2013 got they said that they had to delete the post. I don't even know what the post was. Like they gave me a warning for a post that was calling Beyonce a witch because of a music video she'd done, and I said, look, this is bait witchcraft, and this is like 2013 when I was speaking up about things and quite vocal. But like, yeah, it's fucking old ass post. If you don't want it up there and whatever, take it down. That's cool. But like, have you deleted my page because of that? Like, what algorithm is even got you looking in posts from 2013? Really? So strange things going on, and I feel like I've just like started experiencing a lot more success and a lot more visibility. Yeah, a lot more people are telling me that they're seeing my stuff. You know, I've been a lot more consistent and prolific with my posting, and my posting strategies are a little bit better. Do you know what I mean? I'm keeping my content small for the little pea-brain people that can't take long-form content. I'm actually catering to them. I'm sticking within the 3-minute limitation that they're giving me for most videos. Like, what is your fucking problem? Somehow Jedi, well, it is what it is. I ain't gonna bitch about it because it's not my nature to bitch about things like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. But we still going. We ain't slowing nothing down. We still going. But yeah, if you try to find me on Instagram and can't find me, maybe I'm down. Maybe I'll be back. Because I've seen a lot of people get their thing back months later. They get it back. I don't know what process they go through, but somehow they get it back. Maybe I can get my shit back. It's not completely gone yet. It's under appeal. Yeah, so for now, follow me on TikTok, JEDIONLINE. Make sure you're subscribed to JEDIONLINE on YouTube. Yo, you got any more stories? Come on, man. Because every time when we shut down, you're like, I thought you was going to speak on da-da-da, or I thought you was... Come on. It's hard to think. You're on the spot now.
Not really. I would say the Carnival was probably the biggest one.
Well, what was your thoughts on Carnival? Anything to add?
I think it's just over-policed, mainly, like entirely. And also, I think probably one of the biggest things I don't think is spoken about is why the the massive rollout of the facial recognition was actually implemented.
Boom. You're right.
I think that's something to talk about, because then immediately after they've said that this is the most, the decrease in crime and arrests has been a success thanks to the tools and the increase in police force, as well as basically the facial recognition. They're saying that more or less
was behind the low numbers.
Saying, yeah, the Met, because it was in like a, I don't know how they do it, but they can respond to tweets and Instagrams and that. So I think they wrote something or was quoted. But yeah, they said basically it's because of that.
Look, man, facial recognition, bro. Like, I'll be real with you. Like, a lot of people know there's two sides to every man, innit? Well, there should be. There should be multiple sides to every man. I got a very jovial, light-hearted, chat shit, giggly aspect, and then there's a very deep. Now, fuck that, scratch that, forget that deep. There's a very analytical, observant, and conscientious side to me. A side to me that feels it has a duty to pay attention to the narratives being painted and have a bird's eye view on social engineering. That's just the way my mind kind of works. I look for, like, okay, that's happening over there, that's happening over there. What are they trying to tie together? Look, man, facial recognition and all these things are things we've spoken about time and time again. People often say to me, Jedi, you should keep speaking about these things because there's always new people that don't know. And you know what? I generally just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. And for things like that is why my Instagram page is gone, where other people's won't be. Because in the past, I have spoken. And so they get me on things I've said 10 years ago, bruv. Imagine that. Like, something I posted 10 years ago is gonna, like, so they wait for you to start getting momentum or, like, you know, breaking through, and then things happen to try and slow your shit down. And I just think the age of enlightenment, they say, is now. I'm tempted to believe that the age of enlightenment has just gone. I think we were just in the age of enlightenment, where everybody had the chance to get all the information and whatever, and read and look up things and rare. And now, it's the age of illusion. It's the age of deception, with the rise of AI and deep fakes and things. You do not know what is real. True. You don't. We've all been caught out by AI once now. You can't say you haven't. People that say they have. I always tell you, you fucking. I hate. What's the ego about this thing, man? Let's be real. Do you know what I mean? You've been caught by AI once. I have. I've seen something and given a reaction, then thought, hold on. I still was caught by it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or I've seen in the comments, blatantly AI, and I've looked back and I think, oh, fucking hell. How did I spot the six fingers or whatever it is? Do you know what I mean? The weird actions or movement. But like, the AI is way too good now. And that's just AI. There's all the other engines that, you know, create these augmented realities, and there's holographic technology, and, you know, Project Bluebeam, and there's audio, you know, there's a what they call it? Is it beam to bone or whatever? I can't remember. But basically, where they shoot the audio straight to your fucking eardrum, straight to the fucking ear bone or whatever. So you feel like the sound is inside your head. They've had that technology since 1990 something. They claimed a patent for that.
That's insane.
Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so yeah, it's now harder than ever to trust what you see, even if you're standing there not on a screen, just looking with your naked eye. Like I said, there's got holographic technology in that. So that leads me to say, with things like Wikipedia being like hidden behind a adult rating thing and all kinds of weird shit going on, I feel like information is being concealed more than ever. So calling this the age of the information age, or the age of awakening and the veil coming down. It's almost like it's the veil fucking going up. I do see that the veil around their fuckery is coming down. But it's them it's not even a veil comment. It's them. It's a reveal. It's a reveal. It's like a proud reveal. Do you know what I mean? Ta-da! Look, it's the magician letting you into one trick, saying, "Ah, this is look. You didn't clock this." I bumped into a magician the other day. Me and Mag. Mag is short for magic, by the way, which was so strange because this magician ended up interviewing him, and then was doing some tricks, and he done one trick, and that. He did a trick, and then he said to me, "I need to stop talking to you. You're a bit too smart." Because I was on everything he was doing and everything he weren't doing and things he thought he wanted me to see, and I'm just looking at this. I'm just detached, but he's trying to do the trick on me, and he's like, yeah, boom, 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 boom. And he's doing all these other things, but I'm just staying with what I want to stay with. I think one of the best things when it comes to like magicians and card tricks, yeah, the best thing to do is always watch a magician's sleeve, yeah, and always always watch like the back or the front, the backs and the front of their hands. Right, so any moves like that, when it's like time to reveal stuff, often means that the card's back here or here. Like, watch for moves of, sleeve trickery and all that, whatever. I nearly got him still. He got me, but I nearly got him. And he ended up doing one of them ones where he's flicking the card, and he goes, did any card jump out to you? And I didn't go with my first thing, which was a Queen of Clubs, but I eventually saw a King of Clubs, and I went for the King of Clubs, and I realised that obviously he's done something to the pattern of how he's flicking these cards, where that one's just stuck for the extra split second. That's all it takes. He's probably made sure that the rest are basically unreadable, but one just sticks out for that microsecond longer, and that's enough for that to be the one you call out. And he knows how to do that, and then he acts like he's putting the cards back. Well, basically what I'm waffling on about is misdirection. And I feel like there's a lot of misdirection nowadays. This is why I struggle to see the enlightenment. But it's just like when they say free will, but then they coerce your every move. It's trickery. So when they say the age of enlightenment, it's actually a dumbing down. It's actually the age of stupidity. It's actually the age of blindness. Because people like me, we're not necessarily seeing more and more. We're just getting confirmations of what we've seen from before shit was getting shown. But it's the other people that are getting blinded. You can even be blinded by the truth, if it's given to you in a certain way. I'm just saying, man. Be aware. Stay aware, man. Stay aware, because there's a lot going on nowadays. Join the Patreon for exclusive content and uncensored content. Make sure you're subscribed to JEDIONLINE, and I'm going to start a membership thing there where you can get early release content. But yeah, you know what I mean? The uncensored stuff is going to be on Patreon, but some early release stuff, you might be able to join the YouTube membership and get some of that, and get some member-only live streams over there as well. Going to start live streaming on Patreon as well. Stay tuned. Check out Cotton Flow. Check out my 2pence. Speakonomics is back. Let's just say that we had a summer break. You get me? We had a summer break. How was your summer?
Good.
It's all right, isn't it?
It's all right.
It's not bad, is it?
Not too bad. Not too shabs.
Not too shabby, man. And here we are, man. We're about to get into winter mode. You get me? I'm already shopping for a heater for the spot. And yeah, man, here's to bigger and better things, man. Let's keep climbing, keep pushing. Thank you lot for supporting our content. Please be vocal. Let people know that you fuck with us. We're the illest shit out here. By we, I mean like, me, the team, Maverick, Mage, everyone that's involved. The Speakonomics gang. Yeah, man, we out, man.